Okay, I'm sorry.
Kick us off then, KP. Let's start. Let's officially.
You're right, because I like these combos. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Movies and Models. I'm your boy Hollywood KP in the building as usual. We got my guy B Moore.
I'm here.
You always here
I'm excited.
as usual, and we got some guests joining, some special guests, some phenomenal people. First and foremost, we got my homegirl, phenomenal actress extraordinaire, the commercial guru. We got JadaPaige in the building.
Yeah.
Okay, name Jada. We know Jada for a long time. She's great. Also joining, okay, a superstar writer, okay, showrunner extraordinaire, another guru in her own lane. Okay, bear with me now.
I'm impatiently waiting for you to say this.
Polee.
Yeah, that was sexy.
I feel like I should have slowed it down a little bit though. Polee.
Well, let's see you. Let's
can't
hear
roll
you
my
say
R's.
that. You could do it. Just do it one time. You got to try it. Pop your rolled R cherry.
Here we go.
Car. I suck at that. That's why my Spanish is
Caridad.
Caridad. Polee. That, yeah, you know how to do all that stuff. He
He's
be
secretly
tongue rolling and all. You know how to do all
Oh my
that.
goodness. Pause or something.
And let me bring it back here, okay? The man, the legend, the myth, okay? One of the greatest of all time, all right? Writers, showrunners, creators.
Mm-hmm.
Bentley Kyle Evans is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. I want to give a round of applause for that myself. Known this man for a long time, been watching him work. You know, it's great to personally know your hero. You know, people who do what you want to do on a grander level and excel at it. How you?
We were looking forward to this.
I've been excited all week.
Listen, I'm incredible, man. I like what you just said too about working with your heroes and getting to know them stuff because I got some stories about that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I want to say thank you guys for coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
JadaPaige, Cotty, and Bentley for sure. As KP has said, you are one of the reasons that we started doing what we do.
Mm-hmm.
So we're glad to have you all here.
And one of the reasons we're trying to take it to certain levels and want to be, as close to even as possible. So, what you've done.
If I can help in any kind of way, please. That's all of my service. That's all.
They say that, you can't say that. Look at this movie.
We got it on record.
Well, wait a minute.
We got them on 4K.
So, what's been going on, everybody? What's been up? What's the latest with you all? Give it to us. What y'all been working on lately? What's new? What's been happening? Cotty, give me what you got going.
Dang, you just put me out.
Yeah, you first.
You locked eyes. I know. He was looking at me.
You look this way first.
I will say about Cotty, I met her through, our cinematographer DP Matt.
Matt, yes. Shout out Matt. Does all that stuff.
He had shot 2 films for her. So I want to know, you just personally, how was that experience?
Yeah.
How did that go for you guys? Like, how is it going in on those projects?
Absolutely amazing. I love Matt to death. He's so dope.
The dopest.
Oh my God, so great. He directed, DP'd, and now he's editing it.
Mm-hmm.
The first movie was not actually mine. That was a rom-com that my friend wrote. I just kind of helped her get it done because of what everything Bentley has taught me to do independently.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know how to run a production from top to bottom. From the beginning to the end. And but the thriller, it's a thriller horror movie. It's in post-production right now. Hopefully it'll come out later this year, so I can't wait.
Nice. Did you write on the second one?
I did. I wrote the second one. I produced it. Again, just followed the method that Bentley taught me and got it done.
So you mentioned that. What is the first, what Bentley taught you? What's the first thing that comes to mind that you have to execute that he instilled in you? Like the first thing right away, it's like, I must make sure what did he tell you?
Just surround yourself with good people. It's really important because there's a lot of things that you can do yourself, but to have good people around you who believe in your vision, who want to help you, who are willing to work for free, that's priceless.
That is definitely priceless.
Yeah.
And
that's gone a long way for sure.
Yes, it has.
Yeah. And people that'll see the vision and see it through, it makes all the difference. So having good people around you is super important.
Nice. Okay. Jada, what's up on your end?
That was so sweet. sweet.
It's very sweet. Shout out to the team that you have, and shout out to our team, because that's what we've been building our foundation off of. Is just having the right people around you that understand your vision and are down to rock with you. Like Jocelyn over here, my guy EJ over here, Jay back there has been rocking with us for a while. You know, Nick with Jada. You know, look at it. Yeah, I mean, you know, what's been going on your end?
Just commercials, really. I mean, I don't know if you saw it.
I saw the Derek King one.
You.
Yeah, I saw the Derek King one came out. Yeah.
The gram is popping.
You know, in silence. But other than that, like, we just had a screening, me and Nick.
Nice.
Cotton Candy Bubblegum. That was his first film, and just like
Congrats.
a feature film. So,
and you were in it too?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. That's how y'all met.
That's how we met.
Look at that. See, it's something about being on set. It's like, that's just
good. You build a relationship. It's almost like you just get like a best friends with the cast and everything. So that's how it starts.
Yeah, a lot of my friends are from set. Yeah. That's how it works.
Yeah, especially too, like you'll see, like, you know, Adam Sandler, he has his crew, and like all these people have their crew.
That's what we kind of build our foundation off of. You know, those guys, and you kind of do the same thing as well. You kind of same people around you that you want to rock with, same actors, same, you know, crew. At least majority of the times you've been rocking with, because it, you know, makes a lot of sense.
I genuinely don't remember how we met. Were we IG friends?
Probably shooting sketches.
Sketches.
Yeah.
Sketch house.
But like, how did that even happen? Like,
CT hit you up.
It was CT.
CT hit you up.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
We've been rocking with CT for a long time.
Shout out CT.
Yeah.
Funniest guy. Funniest. Great writer too, as you know.
Absolutely.
You know,
I don't even know where we start with Bentley. It's like, we should have made an agenda for this interview. Well, I want to say we recently interviewed some other folks that worked with you, and they said nothing but great things about working with you, which is Roy Fagan and Columbus Short.
Yeah.
We had on the show a few weeks ago. And Columbus was talking about how he's on the show Mind Your Business.
Mind Your Business, yeah. Do you write that?
So you know what? So I executive produce that show and I direct that show.
Oh, okay.
I have not written any of the episodes on it, but it's a show that's done through my production company and shot in my studio and everything. So we just got officially greenlit for our second season yesterday.
Nice. So we got a hit. Columbus, congratulations.
That's all I hear. Congrats.
Nice. Here at Movies and Models, we like to talk TV and film. Okay? It's our thing. Big thing. Yeah. What's the last movie you saw in theaters?
Ooh, last movie I saw in theaters was Bad Boys 4.
Okay. Thoughts?
I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
You know, anytime I'm talking about that franchise, one of my closest friends in the entire world is one of the co-stars of that, as you know, Mr. Lawrence. And so, you know, we had a wonderful conversation about it last night at dinner, you know, because he was telling me how much money it made and everything. And of course, I knew. I was like,
box office.
But you know what? Some people think it's the best one of the franchise. I don't know if I would say it's my favorite one of the franchise. I like 1, to be honest with you. It's my favorite.
I think 2 is probably 2 is.
People see the title between 1 and 2.
Yeah, it's fair. It's a fair argument. But 4, I thought they did a great job.
They definitely
did. New directors.
Yeah.
You could see that it's shot differently.
Yep, that cinematography was crazy.
Yeah, they used a lot of the new technology. Yeah. I did get a chance to go on set while they were shooting, so I got a chance to see it up close and personal. And it single-handedly brought Will Smith's career.
Oh, absolutely. For sure. Have you been listening to Will's new songs?
You know what's wild? I didn't see it on the BET Awards. I heard it was a great performance. I'm going to go back and watch it. I was out of town at the time. But the thing about it is Will is so interesting because when the situation happened with him, everybody kept saying, you think he's going to make his way back? You think, hey, Ben, what you think? I was like, absolutely.
Of course. He's Will Smith.
He's going to do everything that it takes to get himself back to that position because that's his nature. He's a go-getter. He's not a quitter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hate him or love him, he's going to do whatever it takes to put himself back in that spotlight.
Absolutely.
It's almost like a challenge. Like he relishes challenges like that. Like, okay.
That's it.
You think I can't? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me prove everybody wrong.
Oh, he'll tell you that. He'll tell you that you're not as good as me.
Brandon listens to his book all the time, and I have it. Yeah, it was great.
Oh yeah, the book. Oh man, I listened to the audio version of it.
Yeah,
like
it's
3-4 times.
When you actually listen to him.
Yeah, when you hear the word. Oh my goodness, crazy.
He's serious. He told me one time. He told me, "You'll never beat me at anything because I'm willing to die in order to beat you." And I've heard him say that to other people in different interviews, but he said that to me, and it was like, we were working together on a project, and it was just like, just friendly banter,
friendly competition.
And then he was like, you'll never beat me at anything. I'll die. I'll die on a treadmill before I let you beat me. And I was like, well,
that's a crazy mindset work ethic to have.
I love it.
Everyone doesn't have that. We deal with a lot of laziness all the time. People, I'm sure you have on sets. People don't have the kind of go get it mindset, and it kind of deters the project or what you got going on. Has that been a thing before you've happened? You had to let somebody go, maybe, or you just had something on set that was like, you know what, this person doesn't fit.
Yeah, it just happened. I mean, literally, I literally just got through doing a show about 2 weeks ago, and I had my checklist. She won't be coming back.
Damn.
He's gone. Because people get relaxed. They get comfortable. Yeah. I had a guy that was the director of photography, meaning that he should be watching everything. Yeah. And this motherfucker was drunk. He's walking around asking all kinds of people inappropriate questions and stuff. I'm going, so instead of firing him, because I realized I need him to finish this. Right?
Yeah.
But I said, as soon as it's over, he won't be coming back. So, yeah, it happens.
And the crazy thing about this industry is that, we always talk about this, how every job is an interview for the next job, right? Yeah. So, especially if it's your first time being on set or your 50th time, whatever it is, people are going to constantly recommend you to other productions. I mean, it's a freelance job. You're constantly having to get more gigs, so you always want to be on your best behavior. And like he said, people get comfortable, and then it's like, okay, well, there's other eco people who are willing to be here, so peace out.
Definitely, especially out here.
That's great, yeah. So, Jada and Cody,
we
same question. Same question. Do you guys watch a lot of movies? What's the last movie that you've seen?
I just saw Deadpool. So I'm getting into it because Nick is like a movie critic over there. So
we do that.
Now he just plunged you into the Marvel universe now, so you got to catch up.
Yeah, exactly. I have an AMC pass and everything, so we're good.
Oh, I do too. It's so worth it.
So you guys watch a lot of movies if you got AMC.
I mean, I have kids, so I have to go see a lot of kids movies now. All the movies we see are kids movies.
Did you see Inside Out too?
Oh yes.
Did you cry?
Yes.
Phenomenal. Same.
And my older son is a crier also.
Me.
So we just sit next to each other with and my other kid and my husband just look at us like, oh my God.
No shame in his cry.
So
I don't care. Yeah, how could you not cry if you didn't cry Inside Out? Did you see Inside Out?
I did not, but let me just explain something. Let me just say this real quick because I'm about to put her on the spot. This is something that I just learned yesterday, and I'm a little upset about it. So she went and seen Inside Out. Was it 2, 3? Which one?
2.
She saw Inside Out. Do you know she's never seen Beverly Hills Cop?
That's crazy.
Billy,
1, 2, 3, 4.
We got to get on somebody else.
You know why? You know why?
Why would you say that?
I'm going to tell you why. Because your homework assignment for this weekend is to watch Beverly Hills Cop. At least one.
One of my favorite franchises.
Yeah. The best.
It's the best.
The King. You never saw it either?
Thank you. See, this is why we share a mic.
You know what? Honestly, what we learned about doing the show, females don't watch a lot of movies.
Oh man, you just put the whole gender in.
But they don't watch a lot of movies.
They gonna come for you for that.
I didn't say it.
Beverly Hills Cop is crazy tonight. I've seen that's one of Eddie's biggest movies. Biggest franchises.
He's scolding us.
She's from Detroit in the movie. We're from Detroit. We love that.
Yeah, the
Detroit
references.
I didn't see the last one yet. Yeah. It just came out. Not yet. I'm gonna see it.
It was nice.
It's on Netflix. It's pretty good reboot for sure.
I think we think of Eddie different than they think of Eddie. See, we know Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Well, I do.
We don't know.
We got his chin. We know the early years. We know Eddie.
We know the stand-up, all of that.
They know the Nutty Professor.
No.
They don't know raw Eddie.
I'm 80s Eddie. I love that. 48 Hours. What's that? Trading Places.
Trading Places. Never seen that.
all the stand-up.
She asked me
They
for
watch
48
it.
hours. She said she's never heard of it.
Or,
I've never heard of 48 Hours.
Eddie Murphy and Nick Nolte.
Oh my
Nick
God.
Nolte, right?
Oh, I love Nick Nolte. I watched
Do
him
you?
on SNL.
He was never on.
Gotta stand for
He was like the first 2 seasons. Oh, Nick
No,
Nolte was
Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, it was
I
like
love
2
Nick Nolte,
seasons. Yeah, he was on there. He wasn't on there long.
Nah.
No.
Eddie is a different beast.
Monster.
He ran this town.
He ran this world in the 80s.
entertainment.
He ran it up.
Yeah, that was this industry belonged to Eddie Murphy in the 80s. That's how crazy it was. He was a rock star. All them stories they were telling on the Dave Chappelle show with his brother, that's all real. He was the guy.
He was that guy.
He was that guy.
When Eddie used to, let me tell you how crazy it was.
Oh yeah, stories.
When you heard that Eddie Murphy was in town and he was gonna be at a club, you would see cats in the mall buying fits because they wanted to make sure they was right for the night because Eddie's gonna be in the club and you know all the ladies are gonna be there.
They love Eddie.
And when Eddie would show up in the club, it would be packed on one side. And then when Eddie would cross because he was bored standing there, he would go to the other side of the club and the entire club would shift and go with him. And then the after parties at the crib. Wasn't no Diddy shit, but when the after parties, it was phenomenal, bro. It was to live through that and see that. I got real Hollywood stories.
Yeah. Who would you say nowadays is even close to that kind of allure of an 80s Eddie? Or is there anyone?
Ooh, interesting.
That level of
that level.
I think rock starness, like they say, Kevin Hart's close, but Kevin Hart's not like on rock star level.
He's not?
I think Kevin Hart's a rock star. I just don't think he has the same allure that Eddie had because it was only one Eddie at that time. It was wasn't any competition. That was his lane. He took it and ran with it and made it his own. And then everybody, including Kevin Hart, that came behind him that's doing their thing, they're all still following the model. Yeah. It's like Kobe followed Jordan's model, and LeBron's. They're all still following the Eddie model.
What I meant by the rock star comment is because we saw Eddie grow up in Hollywood, so Kevin's, he grown-er. He's grown-er. He's a family man. He's not the party, throwing house parties, go at the club, turning it up. You know what I'm saying?
Eddie wore gloves. He wore black gloves on his special with a leather suit on. That's some rock star shit.
Did you have a leather suit like that?
That's
I never had leather pants or nothing. I had a leather hat, like one of those little golden
That's not
child.
the same.
That ain't the same.
Golden Child, that's the other one.
Gotta get you one set of leather pants.
My dear sweet brother Noosie. Never seen a Golden Child?
Wait, what?
It's not sounding familiar, but I probably have. At the end of the day, I probably have.
No, you guys are going. We get a homework.
Crazy.
We judge on a different level because we like really watch a lot of movies,
but
and that's our
Eddie.
thing.
Speaking of which, we do trailers here too. Okay, this week a lot of stuff did not come out trailer wise. Okay, I'm sorry. All right,
it was a light week.
It was a light week, but we still like to watch and judge. Would you watch? What do you think? You think it's going to do well? You think the show's going to do well? Movie? I think these are both shows. Think they're going to do well? You think people are going to watch? Would you watch? Is it something that you would partake in? So we like to hop into those.
Okay.
Yeah. What's our first one?
What's the first one?
KAOS or Star? Listen, I have never seen a Star Trek
like
show.
we said, guys, we had a light week in trailers, so we didn't get the. We didn't have to. Usually we get a lot of good ones that
you
come
got a new trailer?
It just came out 12 hours ago.
Oh.
Okay. Well, give me that one first.
What show?
It's called Subservient.
Okay.
I like the way it sounds.
Okay. Play it. Let's see it then. Why not?
We blaming Jay if we don't like it.
Yeah. See, this normally I've seen everything. This one I haven't. So let's see who's in this.
The most sophisticated AI.
Is that Megan Fox?
Yeah, she must have got some more work done.
That's crazy. Ed Norton? But who else?
Should I prepare dinner?
It's a thriller, I'm going to assume.
She got one face.
She look crazy.
Yeah. She about to turn up on him for some reason.
She look like crazy Kim Kardashian.
Here we go.
There you go.
For your medication, it would be quite easy to lose consciousness and slip under the water. Imagine how upset Nick would be if you died.
I'm sorry. Is she a robot?
She's their maid. Yeah, she's their.
You won't live long, Nick. But I'm
She's
here
like
to
their maid.
You do so much for everyone.
Oh shit.
Let me do this for you.
Who hires a maid like that?
Yeah, that's right. I think they're robots.
AI?
We didn't stop it.
So it's Megan.
Like a
Just
a
as
robot
Megan.
maid. Okay.
I can't let that happen.
That's why she acting like that, Jada. So she's not. That's
She's a
supposed to be
robot
like
maid.
that. She is.
I can find out about this.
Maybe if my idea are.
I feel like we just saw this movie with Megan the Doll.
It's a few. There's a few that are out like
Megan
this.
grew up.
That's a good one, Jay.
They chose the right person.
They
Megan is
have been doing a lot of these, like the AI turns evil on us, and
I just saw one the other day where the house AI starts tripping. It's just
right.
It's just
They've been doing a
Alexa.
lot of those. So
Bentley.
watch out for that, Bentley. I know
That's
you
another
rich. You
Will
probably
Smith
got
thing.
AI in your shit already.
You got some stuff we
No, I don't know AI
like,
stuff.
like the Jetsons and Joe shit. I know it.
No, I'm like, I got a smart home, I think. I got all the smart stuff, but I haven't gotten to the AI thing yet.
Oh,
okay.
Maybe. It's a little creepy.
Welcome home, Bentley.
Would you get a robot made?
I mean, here's the thing.
Okay.
You get a robot made, because I've seen some that do some crazy stuff. They clean in bathrooms, because I don't want to clean no toilets
Yeah.
and stuff like that. They do all of that kind of stuff, right? Would I get one? I think it would have to be really tried and true just to make sure there's no malfunction.
They gotta test it out.
You're not
Oh,
getting
yeah.
like the first model.
No, that's what I'm saying. The first model, you'd be like, what's going on? This thing's trying to rape me or something. I don't know what the hell is going on. Nah,
That
bro.
first iRobot joint. You don't want that one.
Yeah, for that first one that's looking at you and
Yeah.
shit like, where you mad? Yeah, hey, nigga,
Like
you were
this.
right there in your place, robot.
Right. You shouldn't be talking to me like this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Would you see that?
You know what? I would see it if somebody else wanted to see it and they
Okay.
said, let's go check that out, but it wouldn't be on my top priority
Okay.
list.
Ladies?
I would wait till it got, streaming.
I feel like that is probably.
You think? Oh, that's not a theater film?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I'll probably watch
It's
that.
probably Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it's
it would have
free.
said Prime
As long
at
as
the
it's
end.
free.
I don't think.
It takes a lot to go to the movies now. I feel like COVID
does.
really ruined that, and
I love it. I still love it.
it's got to be
Me
really
too.
great for me to go pay.
What are some of the things that you guys think like will really bring people out to the theater besides Will Smith and Bad Boys 4? Like Will Smith, I feel like is one of the only people that consistently can bring folks out to the theater. Like,
And The Rock.
what are some of the things that would bring you out in The Rock?
And Margot.
There's a few.
Margot
There's a
Robbie.
few people, but like there's a lot of movies that come
Yeah.
out. They're just like
I agree.
it's not about to get me to get up off this couch and go.
Dang, yeah. Brandon's tough. He won't
Yeah.
go watch.
There's
It's
a lot
tough
of
getting him
components, though. I mean, like you think of Bad Boys, right? They're bringing together generations, right? So you have the
Yes.
people that originally liked it, then you have the new people, right? Then you have the box office, Martin and Jamie. I mean, those people are always going to bring people. So I mean, but with this movie, I don't know. It's sexy. It's thrilling. Some familiar faces. I don't think it's going to do that bad.
Okay. Jada, you said just at the crib.
At the crib.
Nick, you would watch that with Jada? Okay. Oh, okay. You got it.
I really just pop out for like scary movies. That's more what
Nice.
I'm about.
I'm a big scary
I like
movie buff
scary
too.
movies,
Same.
I love
Same.
I
scary
watch trash scary movies to top of the top. I don't care. I'm watching them. I don't all week on Tubi. I've been going through scary
rare.
movies.
It's rare
Yo,
to
I'm
find a
like,
really good
and some of them I'm like,
He,
damn.
he likes the bad ones.
I like them, but you know what? But some of them I'm like, you know what? This was really good. I'm surprised
The bad
this
ones,
didn't do
the bad
better.
ones are good sometimes.
Yeah, like, what's the
How are the bad ones
last good horror movie?
How?
Oh, I'm trying to think the last good one. I stick a pin in it. I'll come back to it. One of the scariest movies I've ever seen is Fatal Attraction.
Okay.
And it wasn't a horror.
It
but
wasn't
it was
a horror.
horrible. Because it was like, that could happen.
Oh, yeah.
So that's scary.
Yeah. I know you've never seen that.
Horror films, the last great one I saw, I can't really say, because you can't really call what Jordan Peele does as horror.
tough. It's
Why
tough.
not?
Because he kind of created his own lane. It's like
Yeah.
Psychological
psychological
Yeah.
dramedy
conversation pieces.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. And because the one that he did, Us, really could have been something. Because when I saw that family that looked just like them outside the door, and they looked out and saw it, I said, "Oh shit, it's about to go down." It just never went down.
It just didn't go down. Yeah. I agree. Long Legs is out. Nicolas Cage.
That looks good.
I want to see that so bad.
Was actually pretty solid. Nicolas Cage being his bag, yo. Don't listen.
I didn't see it yet.
You didn't see it's good. And then I just watched yesterday A Quiet Place 2.
That looks good.
Look, listen, for maybe 20 lines in the whole movie, for real, like there's
not a lot of talking
it's
in the
great
movie.
because they're not talking. It's just all emotion. Lupita, I always forget my man's name from Stranger Things. Those were the main two. And I mean, they carried the last one who died. Did you watch Stranger Things?
Yeah.
My man, Eddie. He played Eddie, whatever his name was. Joseph Quinn. He's the new for Fantastic Four, and he's in Gladiator now. He got it going. I know you saw that trailer.
I didn't.
Okay, this is getting crazy.
I didn't. I gotta see it.
No, you did. Your daughter showed it to you.
Which one?
With Denzel.
The Denzel Gladiator 2 movie.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about Long Legs. Just kidding.
Oh, I saw that. I saw Long
Yeah.
Legs trailer, but I
If we got some time, we'll pull up that Gladiator.
What we
you.
got next?
Okay. Have you ever seen Star Trek before, Bentley? Have you ever been a fan of that? Or Star Wars, mainly?
I saw Star Wars, the original Star Wars, when I was in the 4th grade.
Okay.
No, this is Star Trek.
No, what about Star Trek, too?
Yeah, I mean, I used to watch it when I was a kid, you know.
Oh, you did?
The original ones with
The
William
original
Shatner
ones
and all
was
that.
big back in-
Spock and all that.
Yeah.
I used to watch it, but I really started watching it when I became like a late teen, staying up late, watching the reruns. You know.
So you might be a Trekkie.
Yeah, a little bit. I got some Trek bones in my body.
Yeah, that's a Star Trek fan right there for you, Jada, so you know.
Can you turn it up a little bit, please?
Can only be loyal to duty.
So I see the Paramount Plus up there.
That's the one streaming platform I don't have, so I won't be watching this anyway. That don't even feel like Star. I mean, I don't know. I ain't seen it, so.
I thought that was an ad. Like immediately an ad.
Oh, I love her.
always catches up with you.
Ghost.
Okay.
Omari.
Oh, it's a movie.
That's why I put it. That's why I put this on here because it had Omar. I'm like, okay, there's a few black folks in here. Let's.
And my man right there, he's from Detroit too. Sam. Beyonce.
What?
Black Ops Division. Spy work. Starfleet is here to make sure no one commits murder.
What a cute idea.
Oh, that's it.
They licensed the Beyonce song, so they got a little budget. Michelle.
You're a bad bitch.
We can't trust you with our lives, but
Yeah.
here we go.
Somebody's got to keep it lively, right?
Yeah.
I love Michelle Yeoh.
I love her.
I love her.
I win. I picked a good trailer today.
I wasn't
Star Trek.
interested as much.
No? Okay.
I'm sorry.
No?
Okay. I prematurely celebrated myself.
If I don't have to know anything else about Star Trek, then I will probably watch that. I just don't know if I need to know
a new
things.
story. It looks like a new story that lives completely on its own, and they'll probably explain everything that you don't
And
know.
I could rock with that because I like sci-fi stuff.
I'm with Jada. I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked like what is this?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know.
No.
I think it's going to do really well, though, because, again, you're bridging the generations.
Yeah.
So, I mean, my stepdad loved Star Trek. He would always watch that. It was a big hit back then. So, I think it's going to do really well. Great actors in it.
Yeah. Amari and Michelle.
Another case of just capitalizing off of old IP.
Absolutely.
That's all they're doing.
And we know everyone's going to watch it
How do you feel
because
about
we
that?
already love Star Trek.
I feel horrible about that because
I figured you might.
Yeah,
you know?
it's horrible because Hollywood is not making original films anymore. It's almost like in order to get something that's original, you have to do it independently.
Yes. Yeah.
In order and distribute it through the majors. But that's the only way you're getting one out. To get a rom-com done, nowadays is almost impossible. They want to go with that IP that they already own that's tried and true, and or they're gonna do some kids animated movie, whatever. But like, you know, when the golden age, especially for black films in the 90s and the early 2000s, you don't see it anymore. You're not seeing those films anymore. There's no more, you know, sexy Love Jones and those kind of movies anymore. They're not happening because no one's making them. The studios aren't going to do it.
Right.
So in order for that to get done, we got to do it. We got to say, look, we believe in a story, a good love story, and we got to figure out how to get it done and then how to work with the majors in order to get it distributed. I feel really bad about that. It's just they're IP whores now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
From like a business perspective, do you get it?
I get it 100% because I do a lot of things business-wise that I don't necessarily want to do, but it's because, you know, we got bills, so we have to do what we have to do in order to make our business thrive. I definitely get it. I just feel like the creativity in our business is being compromised by not just the IP usage, but also just with AI and all these new things that are being introduced to us as far as tools to get what we need to get done. I don't know if it's hurting our industry or it's helping. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think like you said, though, it's great, though, it leaves room for like us independent like filmmakers to be able to fill in those gaps. But also I feel like they do the same thing with actors. Like we see the same actors over and over and over.
Who you tired of seeing? You sound like you tired of seeing somebody. Who you
I'm
sick
tired
of
of
seeing?
okay, this is going to be controversial, but I'm tired of seeing Denzel.
How could you blasphemy? That is a blasphemous
Like,
statement.
there's so many talented actors out there.
We did talk about Denzel released something that he was retiring from acting. He will be like more behind the camera.
You want that? That's crazy.
Well, he is kind of doing the same character though in every
Producing,
movie.
directing.
You know, you notice when Denzel does this thing, he always repeats what you say in his acting. Like, ask me a question.
How are you doing today?
Oh, you want to know how I'm doing? How I'm doing?
So true.
Every movie is like this. Hey, that's a caricature now. You're turning
And everything
No,
he does, he
he
gives somebody
does.
like a little piece of Denzel. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you what you want.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, but I love Denzel. I mean,
You gotta love
know.
Denzel. Who
Phenomenal.
else? Who else you sick of seeing? I want to know. Now, give me the list.
I'm
You
saying
too, Jada?
Ryan Gosling.
You don't see him that much.
He was-
He's in everything, bro.
I
Used
don't
to
think he's
be.
oversaturated.
No, he's not. Now, if you would have said Ryan Reynolds, I'm like, okay.
They both have been in a lot of stuff. But
Ryan not in a lot.
I don't think it's that we're tired of seeing these folks. It's just like also room for new folks
ready
as
for
well
something
too.
new.
Like
Yeah.
we see the same folks, and it's like okay, let them keep doing their thing. But like, can we
The new
also
ones gotta
infiltrate
bring.
some new?
They gotta bring in the ticket sales in these
And-
seats. That's the problem. They worried about trying to,
And
allow
that's the
that.
thing. From a business perspective, it makes sense that like we're gonna bring in people we know are gonna sell tickets. So I get
Right.
that, but I'm just like, ugh.
But they tried it with that one show that was on Netflix. It was like Squad Games or whatever.
Squid
Oh,
Games?
Squid Games. Squid Games is coming back for season
It's a
2.
black
They
version.
said that,
December.
and they had all new faces. They were saying it can be successful with new.
Yeah,
It works.
Orange is the New Black.
Yeah,
A lot of those
Black,
people.
for sure. Did you watch Orange is the New Black?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did.
Oh, he looks excited.
I did. I liked it. I thought it was cool. When I first saw it, I was like, what is this?
Same.
And then I got into
Then you got
it.
into it like this is
Yeah. It was interesting.
Yeah.
I love binge watching series.
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
I'll wait for a couple of years before, 'cause when everybody's talking about it, I ain't watching it. But then I'll go back and watch it, and I'm like, yeah, now I
Now
can
I
go all
see
the
what
way
they
through
was
it.
talking. Yeah. Okay, what we got? Which one is this one, Jay? KAOS? I think it's called KAOS. First of all, I love Jeff Goldblum.
I do
so
too.
I'm a Jeff Goldblum fan.
So y'all not tired of Jeff Goldblum?
Never.
He
Never.
took a break.
Been doing this for 30 years.
Not as much though.
They're not scared. They're not worshiping me.
Oh, and I love stuff about gods and myths and all that kind of stuff too. I like that.
Also, has he ever starred in anything?
Yes.
Yeah.
The
Been the
Fly.
star.
The Fly.
The
yeah.
Fly.
Oh, I never saw that.
Oh, he took it back to the 80s on The Fly.
They ain't see that.
Oh yeah, I saw this trailer. It's a good one.
They don't give a shit about any of us.
Can you see Jada? A little bit?
Sorry, told me to
All their lives.
I'm gonna wipe these fuckers right off the face of the fucking earth.
Oh, it's dark.
So he's God.
He's Zeus. I guess the rest of them are like the other gods.
That's his
They gonna bring
kids,
a
his
war
wife.
to us now?
KAOS.
That's Olympus.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah.
Watching.
Are you?
That
I gotta
looks
see
dope.
that.
Okay.
It's
tell
like
me
it's
why.
like if the gods go dark on us.
Yeah. Well, first and foremost, you guys said it a minute ago, Jeff Goldblum.
Absolutely.
I've been since
Same.
the fly, bro.
Yep.
But I can even take it back further with Jeff. You know what I'm saying? With Thank God It's Friday. You guys don't know that.
Now that one I don't know.
I don't know
You
that
got
one.
me there.
But the fly, I was like, I'm
His
sold.
performance was crazy in the fly.
Oh, incredible. But I just like that. It looked interesting. It looked like I just kind of wanted to see where this one's going. It was like, okay, let's see what are they going to do out the box.
Yeah,
on this
that
one.
was a teaser too, so it
Yeah,
didn't
so
give
they
us
don't give
the
you too much.
full trailer
Yeah.
story.
I thought it was cool too how they made like the family dynamic look very dysfunctional. Too.
Yeah,
So I was
that's
like, okay,
like
dope.
that. Yeah, I think with all the gods,
It's
Jada.
interesting. I thought it was interesting. Oh,
Okay. What do you
Not
watch?
her cup
What
of
do
tea.
you
She
watch?
wants horror.
I like horror.
She wants horror.
Or like a really good comedy. It's hard to find a comedy too.
Yeah.
It's hard to find a comedy.
It is.
Comedies,
A good one.
comedies are not, have taken a fall for
Yeah,
sure.
Sorry.
Just stuck up. No, you good.
Comedies.
So hard to find a comedy.
A good
Good
one.
ones like we haven't seen any
A
good
good
black
one.
comedies in a long time, bro.
A good black comedy.
Yes.
Try. Let's hear it.
A good black comedy.
like a classic one. Like when I say good, I mean like rewatchability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like rewatchability. Like I'm gonna put that on
Really?
again and again and again.
Does
and
Bad
the
Boys
quote-
4
and the
count?
quota-
Oh, well,
and the quotables. That's an action movie.
Okay.
A comedy?
A comedy.
They can get real corny real fast.
It can. I mean, like comedy, like Friday comedy.
Yeah.
We don't have. I mean, yeah, they
That's
don't
what I'm
give us.
saying. Rewatchability and quotable lines.
Do we need all?
That's what I'm saying. We don't have those.
There's
Anything
nothing.
anymore.
popping in anybody's head. 'Cause
I
I've
mean,
got-
And we're just talking about black people or
Yeah.
white people too. I mean, we got some great white comedies that are
Okay.
out that we love.
All right. I digress.
Knocked Up was good.
There's a lot of Seth Rogen joints, but for black, what do we have? Bentley, give me
We
something.
don't have any. That's why I
Okay.
got to go to work, man.
Yeah.
We don't have. I don't know. I mean, yeah. What? I don't know.
Like, what was the last black movie that really made y'all like, ha ha, he? This is it.
Pull some up on the screen right here, Jay.
I wouldn't
We're
even know what
going
to
into
pull.
Hollywood hot seat anyway.
Yo, these are white people,
Yeah.
and I love it. I laughed at all.
Beverly Hills Cop, and
Beverly
Bad
Hills.
Boys.
I was really let down with Hitman. Like they had a dope trailer, and
Hitman was good,
I fell asleep.
and it's ranked as a good little movie too. So these are the white folks, okay, but these not all the comedies though. These are,
Yeah, I'm talking
I
about.
don't know,
I'm talking
man.
about just a straight laugh comedy. Just it don't even gotta make sense. All the way.
Unfrosted was terrible.
Like we talking about
And I know
Friday.
you love
We talking
Seinfeld
about
and
How
all them,
High.
right?
We're
Yeah, I
talking
love
about
Seinfeld and all that.
that was cornish.
it was.
What
Complete.
Seinfeld?
No, well, his movie Unfrosted.
Oh, I didn't see that.
You
It was a
don't.
great concept, though.
We went
Man.
to school out there.
Hey, I hate to say it, but Medea.
Hey man,
Medea
listen.
got the movies that we watch over and over,
I've never
listen.
seen one Medea.
and we quote the lines from it.
Hate them or
Hot
love
take.
them. Hate them or love them.
What she said?
I've never seen one Medea movie.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
you just
not
said this
that's
one
not
out.
a hot. I mean, I get it. You can see one at least.
I would say
Medeas are
Did you,
funny, bro.
like, just
Don't
protest it? You're
cap.
like,
Don't
I'm not
cap.
doing it.
for the overall
I
black
had,
audience,
It's Medea.
Medea kind of got him right now. But, hey, listen, you can hate him or love him, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, I have watched Medea and busted out laughing.
Medea is funny, bro.
Medea is a funny bitch.
Yeah.
Medea's
She's a funny old bitch, man.
and most of the times you've seen it more than once.
Yeah.
You've seen at least 2 of the Medea movies.
So that's all we
at
have.
least 2 or 3 times.
That's all we have for black
Isn't
people.
that
It's a
just
Medea
Big
movie.
Mama's house, though? She's just
Yeah.
redoing that?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
Big Mama's house meets Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yep, but rated R. They rated R. Tyler Perry
Yeah.
was already in. They rated R.
Oh, okay.
So if they would have let Martin cut loose and that it probably would have even funny. But it was funny then, but even funnier. Was Nutty Professor? Was that rated R?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, that was
they went
rated R.
in.
It was
They went
PG-13?
crazy. They went
Was it
crazy.
13?
No, they went crazy on my.
I mean, they was cussing, farting, and talking all kinds of shit.
He was saying crazy stuff on there.
I don't remember saying motherfucker nothing like that though.
Oh yeah, remember when the old grandma said, we was having sexual relations.
I remember that.
I think
She
that
said they was fucking on. I remember Chris Tucker. Who was it? Not Chris Tucker. Chris. Dave Chappelle. My bad. Dave Chappelle. Was he cussing?
They was
his
cussing
stand-up?
up there on that in that scene.
I don't know.
And then when Eddie went in on him, he was
PG-13, I think.
See a thin line between thin line between love and hate right there.
Yeah.
Now that's good. That's good movie making.
Absolutely.
That's a fantastic movie that was penned by me. You see, the thing when you think about
I was
it,
like, you're not being biased.
I mean that's a shameless plug, but they're not making those anymore. I guess I need to get back to
They're
it.
not making those anymore.
No, they really aren't.
They are not at all.
My favorite.
Think Like a Man was funny.
Oh,
Like a
great.
Man.
Think Like a Man was funny.
Think Like a Man
That
was
was a
funny.
good one.
That
People watched that
Girls
more
Trip
than
was
once.
good.
That was good.
Girls Trip was
good.
funny.
Hitch was good.
Hitch is my favorite
Hitch
movie.
is okay.
That is
I'm
my
a
favorite.
huge Will Smith. I love all Will
but
Smith. You
newer
can do no
though,
wrong.
but newer though.
Boomerang, that's my movie.
I just watched that the other day again. I'm like, you know what?
Right, it's showing-
This is really good. Because we had this.
Yeah,
Life.
because you was going in on Halle Berry, we had to let you know.
You gotta bring that up for that again.
Life was great. White Pies Only. That was great. I love Life.
Yeah. Now it's getting crazy because I don't know.
But I'm just saying,
going.
but we named a bunch of older
We did.
movies.
Yeah, those are great black comedies.
But I'm saying
But they
newer movies.
Oh no, we don't. You people.
I feel like Think Like a Man is like the newest one that we named, and Medea.
What about Athion's movie? I haven't seen it, but I heard it's funny as hell.
Didn't see it.
I didn't see it yet.
Didn't see it.
Kevin Hart maybe has something. Oh, Think Like a Man.
Think like Kevin probably got something.
That's
He
with
got
like
something.
Regina and everything, and she's from like Scary Movie and whatnot.
Yeah.
Let's go into Hollywood Hot Seat.
Yeah, it's nothing major. Normally, whatever's going on in film or anything news related, it's a light week this week. Literally, the only thing that was really cracking was Robert Downey Jr. coming back to Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
First of all, I'm a Robert Downey fan. I'm a huge Marvel fanatic. Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be interesting. We watched him.
He doesn't like it. I called it.
I don't know if I should like it or not.
They need it.
I don't know yet because we watched him start this MCU franchise and go out with the bang as our top hero, and now he has to come back to save the MCU as a top villain.
So is he playing? Is he not Iron Man anymore?
No, he's the villain, Doctor Doom.
He'll be Dr. Doom.
Totally different.
Because remember, Jonathan Majors
Yeah.
got in some trouble, whatever, and he was the main villain. They had to let him go and shift gears.
They will find a lazy way to write it some way that Tony Stark turns into Dr. Doom.
No, it's in the comics already. All they're gonna do is take the comics.
But they'll lazily do it.
No, Marvel don't do it. They're not gonna do that.
It'll still be Tony Stark.
I'm excited. I want to see it. The only thing is, it's like Jonathan Majors catches a raw deal.
Yeah.
But then Robert Downey Jr. caught a whole bunch of raw deals that they ain't talking about.
And that's why it's on Hollywood Hot Seat.
Yeah.
We're talking about
because Jonathan said, he's heartbroken by that.
I'm sure.
It's not, it's not fair.
Yeah.
But that's how they do you. Or that's how they do us.
Yeah, exactly. We entered the race with no shoes on.
Yeah, damn. That's
so,
a good.
You know what I'm saying? So we got to run extra hard, extra fast.
I will say Robert Downey did sit a few years out before he made his comeback to Marvel. When he first got the first Iron Man, we hadn't seen Robert Downey in years.
It's been a minute
before he got that first Iron Man. So
he's in the rehab probably. But
he was in prison. He was in rehab. He was canceled.
But do you guys feel like, because obviously racism is involved, but like back when Robert Downey Jr. was having his whatever he was going through, like we didn't really see it the way we saw Jonathan.
Everybody else's downfall. I think it's different now.
It wasn't a video.
Robert Downey was down bad.
He was but she's saying it wasn't publicized as much.
It was out
there.
Was it out there?
It was.
But was there like a video of him? I don't know, but
I don't think there was a video.
He was just drunk all that. He was just drunk, I think.
Yeah.
He was on drugs.
Exactly it.
I mean, he was waking up in other people's houses. No, this is true.
Oh, he was like that?
No, for real.
what would you do if he woke up in your house?
I would say,
Hey, Rob.
listen, hey, Robert, check this out, man. First of all, do you need something to drink or eat or anything? You hungry? Okay, you're in the wrong house, but let me help guide you to the right house.
That's nice. That's nice
right?
of you. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's solid.
Yeah, let me help you out, bro, and we can keep this out of the. We don't need to get the press.
And see,
involved.
that's nice of you. Because
Now,
everybody else.
Now, if he got ignorant, then I would be like, "Wait, look, motherfucker."
Right, and that's what happened with the other DC superstar, The Flash, Ezra Miller. Ezra Miller got in a lot of trouble. I don't know if you saw any of that. Like, his was worse.
Yeah.
It was worse than Robert Downey?
Way worse.
It was not. Robert Downey went to prison.
Bro, Ezra
What are
Miller
we talking
should
about?
He kidnapped. He held a family at hostage gunpoint.
What?
He was waking up in people's cribs, going in people's cribs, destroying their stuff.
What was his
Well, he's a
consequences?
Flash, so he
He has none.
He's still the Flash.
He still, the movie still came out. People didn't go see the movie because they felt like.
So that should be.
You know, because you keep up.
That should be the comparison.
Is that not
to,
what happened? Was it worse than Robert?
That should be the comparison to Jonathan Majors more so because
And
Robert Downey got a punishment. He was canceled.
He got a punishment.
He lost roles.
Yeah.
He went to prison.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Jonathan Majors didn't go to prison. He lost some roles, but yeah, so did Robert Downey. So we can't compare that and say it's not fair when Robert Downey definitely had consequences for what he did. Now he overcame it. Now he's, reinvented himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that's part of the journey.
So it's like
It's part of the journey.
Jonathan's at the first part right now.
I think
Right.
Jonathan will make his way back.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
for sure. I mean,
Reign of Terror.
Oh, he looks like a psycho.
Grooming, abuse, erotic. Yeah, it's gang of videos on TikTok.
Y'all
You
still
see
gonna
him
go
doing
watch
stuff.
the movie, so
I've still seen it.
Do you guys agree that you have to be a little crazy to be a movie star?
yeah.
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 I really believe it.
I think
Okay.
we all entered in a little
Yeah.
psychotic.
I really do.
You don't
I
seem
don't
like
think
you're crazy.
that you can be a big star and be normal.
Okay.
I really don't. I think you got to be a little crazy just to even want to be the star of stars.
Do you feel that you are, even though you're more so behind the scenes?
I'm behind the
Do you
scenes.
feel, but so you, behind the scenes you can be normal.
He started.
I
going
feel
down.
like I started out in front of the camera and I realized early on that I'm not crazy enough to make it to the top here. So I'm going to go the safe route and find something else to do because I literally watched Martin have out of body experiences as an actor. He was incredible. And I was like, I can't do that.
What was one of those scenes or moments?
No,
you did?
just doing the show, just to watch him go. You were like, this,
to
oh
a
my
place in
God.
his mind to even
And I was
do
like,
these characters.
I don't have that gear. I don't have a sixth gear.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I was watching Kinds of Kindness, and I was like watching that. Like, I don't know if I can do that.
What was that?
specifically. Kinds of Kindness.
I didn't see that.
You didn't?
No, I did not. What is that?
It's with Emma Stone.
Oh, okay. So we're not the only
I
one.
don't know. Yeah, I didn't know.
Oh,
No, I didn't see it either.
I didn't see that. So
Oh my
what's
God.
Is it a
It's
horror?
It's like a really crazy movie.
Okay.
Like, it's honestly.
And
I
Emma
feel like
Stone went off on it. She went
It's called
crazy.
Kinds of Kindness.
Oh, she won an award, right? Or
Yeah.
something for that.
I don't know.
I saw
I
the
can't believe you
billboard.
haven't seen that.
I have not seen that. I'll
What?
put that on my to watch list
And
now.
as you watch it, just know I was looking at it like.
You
I
don't know.
That
if
was
I can
tough.
do
She
that.
went in, okay.
Yeah.
Who's another actor that you would think is like got a little bit of crazy in them, or that you've worked with that you've done like, you know what, this motherfucker right here, he crazy.
They got
but
another
he's
level that they can
genius.
go to.
Margot Robbie.
Who's that?
Margot.
Margot Robbie?
You think so?
Probably. I haven't worked with him, but Joaquin Phoenix seems like he is off his rocker.
Absolutely.
But but I think he can do anything because you got to be so bold and so fearless to achieve that kind of greatness and be able to go into those characters and get that deep and dark. I mean, Jamie Foxx has those abilities.
I was going to ask you about him next when you said Martin. I'm like, okay, what about Jamie?
Yeah, Jamie's, I just said it recently, he's definitely the most talented person that I've ever met in my entire life. There's no two ways about it, nothing
Great
to talk
guy,
about.
yeah, okay.
But he's like, I don't know, man. This dude, he has these out-of-body experiences, and I'm looking at him, and he just disappeared. Matter of fact, last time I saw you was at Jamie's house.
Yep.
That was the last time we saw each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's like he's very interesting when it comes to taking on a role, but he digs deep if he really, really loves it. A lot of stuff I just see Jamie walk through and I'm going, check. He's getting that check. But then you'll see something, you'll go, yo, he's in it.
He can do
You know, when he went into Ray, I was like, oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that guy.
You didn't know you had that bag.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Who's some? Give me yours. That you think actor wise crazy? Might have a little bit of crazy, but you watched them. You're like, you know what? Margot Robbie, I know.
Talk about Margot Robbie.
In order to go there, you have to have a little bit of like, okay, you were a little bit crazy.
Oh, I got
it's
it.
like almost like a break.
What about Margot Robbie says that for you?
Yeah,
just as I look at her, because she has a lot of still moments in a lot of her work where she's just like either looking at herself or looking into the abyss. And you can just see her mind working. Just see like the snap in reality that she like gets into to display so many emotions.
Did you get that from Barbie or
Barbie and the I don't even know what that other movie was.
The Wolf of No, that was more Leonardo DiCaprio.
Babylon? I didn't even watch that, but that was a solid movie.
I tell you who, Jim Carrey.
Yeah. Well, we tripping. We're not even thinking about people, really.
I mean,
I wasn't trying to think of people. I know
Jim
there's a ton of people. Anybody
Yeah.
that's at that superstar level has a little bit of like,
yeah,
they're going to another place in their mind that
Do you also
regular
think
people
that's
shouldn't.
troubling though too? Because for somebody like Robin Williams, who I think could have been like
Brilliant.
that, or like a Heath Ledger type of, or
Brilliant.
Philip Seymour Hoffman,
Yes.
these individuals but does it become troubling? How do you get yourself out of
For sure.
that mindset? Sometimes we just talked about that. I think Columbus Short was just talking about
we
that.
talked about that with Columbus Short.
It's hard to reel it back. Who told him? Denzel told him that, or something like.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know what it is with these people. I just know that genius is right on the other side of insanity.
Exactly.
Right? It's right there. It's just a very small, thin line between the two. And I've seen people do things where I go, I know that, could I do that if I was directed to do that? But when these people just do it and they take it and make it their own, that's when you go, whoa. And the director has to sit back with some popcorn and go, do what you do, bro. Because it's crazy just to watch how creative people can be when you've seen it for years. Lucille Ball was incredible. I don't know if you guys watched her, but go back and appreciate Lucy.
And I watched a bio movie on her too.
It was okay.
It was Nicole Kidman? Was that the one Nicole Kidman did?
Yeah.
Okay,
It was just all right.
Do you think they get crazier like as they get like bigger and more famous, or do you think it was just always there?
Yeah.
Always there.
Always there. It's like they came to this town to be all that they could be. They were already that in the little small town where they were. They came to Hollywood to get that global recognition. Yeah. And so, no, I think that they were always, it was always there. It just, you shed a light on
magnified
it. It's
now.
going to magnify. You know what I'm saying?
The person that comes to mind for me, I was recently watching Presumed Innocent on Apple TV.
I heard that's good.
It's amazing.
Okay, I'll check that out.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
I can see that. I can see Jake.
Yeah, I mean,
You know who that is.
Yes.
Okay. Got it. You got it. Actually, you know what that is. All right. Okay. Yeah.
It was phenomenal. I
Nice.
mean, he was really in his acting bag. It was just amazing, and I was like, I have a newfound respect for him.
Nice. Okay. Bentley, I don't want to dig too deep into your story, but I want to know what even got you thinking about getting into this industry. What was like the moment where you were like, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm going to do. Let me make it happen.
Yeah, it just, for me, look, I have been blessed, man, with this thing, man, where things have come to me kind of easy in my life.
Oh.
I really don't
say
feel
that.
No, I'm serious, man.
We all think it's it's really just a mystical
But some people
I'm
do.
blessed.
It comes. Some things it comes.
Yeah.
God, these paths. Be different.
It's like the real challenge I haven't really met yet. I've seen a little bit, but I got into the industry because there was, it's gonna sound crazy, there was just nothing else to do except for sell drugs.
Okay.
I mean, it's a time when drug dealing was a very prevalent thing, especially here in LA. I grew up in LA.
I watched Snowfall. I learned that, guys.
So what you saw in Snowfall
that was real.
So real, bro. Wow. All of my friends were
that was-
either drug users or drug dealers. And so, I wasn't going to disappoint my parents and do that. But a friend of mine introduced me to Hollywood, my friend Tommy. He was like, man, we could be actors.
Okay.
So I was
Thank
like,
you,
all right,
Tommy.
let's roll with it, right?
Yeah.
And so once I got on set for the very first time and I saw, cameras and this kind of setup and lights, I was like, this is where I'm supposed to be with my life. How do I do this for a living? And I saw it and I was impressed. It was the only thing that had ever impressed me.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
And so at that point in time, I was like, however I got to do it, I'll start at the bottom and make my way up because that's where I need to be. I just knew it's the only thing that I felt natural doing. I'm 6'5". I was never an athlete.
Okay, that's very sad.
No, it is. It is. I've never dunked a basketball.
Oh, okay, that's getting crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I played many of basketball players.
Yeah.
But boy, oh boy, when it came time to dribbling and they had to bring in that body double because I couldn't dribble a basketball. That's real shit.
Yeah.
But no, that's what it was for me. It
What
was
set
like,
was that you were on? The first one you want? Do you remember?
Yeah, Hollywood Shuffle with Robert. That's where I got my SAG card.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that that's how you know Roy too from that?
Yeah. That's where I know Roy from. I met him on the set of
Hollywood Shuffle, man.
But he started as a PA, which I think is dope.
Are we on that? Are we in that? We're in that
we
now.
already going.
We're in the
already
Bentley
right.
section.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh, my bad. Did we jump too far?
No.
KP led us here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you know, we should go to the top 20. I mean, the movies that were 20 because Jay brought them. He took the time to bring it up, Jay. Let's take a look at a couple of them.
Jay?
Yeah, give me a couple of. I forgot about that. I want to dive right into your.
I want to get into the stories.
I love them. Let's just take a look at a couple. Do y'all remember this? This was 20 years ago. Did you watch this?
Man on Fire.
Yes,
You
great
didn't watch
film.
Man on Fire? Oh my.
Great film.
Is that number one?
No,
Jay,
they're
you should watch that.
they're not ranked. No,
They're not ranked. Okay.
Yeah, that's a great one. You should.
Let's just scroll through them.
Yeah, just scroll. Never heard of that.
I don't remember.
I heard of it, but I don't know.
I remember this.
My Baby's Daddy.
Yeah, I remember that.
I remember that.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that Megan Good?
Young Megan.
Oh, Debs.
Yes,
I remember that.
I
Megan.
remember Debs.
You got served.
That was good.
I literally still rewatched it.
You got served as
and I think
20?
it's great.
You got served. It's really crazy. Barbershop too.
You can't lose with Barbershop.
I mean, Barbershop 1 is 25.
Yeah. I don't remember Against the Ropes. That's okay. Never heard of that. Sorry, y'all. Dawn of the Dead, absolutely.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, I still watch that.
Oh.
Nope.
Can't stand zombie movies.
Lady Killers. I remember that.
Oh yeah. I remember that. Yeah, the Coen brothers. Oh yeah, Marlon was in that too.
He was.
Yep. Never died alone. That's DMX movie. I remember that.
Yeah.
That was so good.
Wow. Johnson Family Vacation.
The performances in my head
Yeah.
right now.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
What?
I never
Johnson,
believed.
it was a funny
It's
family
Cedric
movie.
and Vanessa Williams. I never
Yeah,
believed that.
It was just a
Yeah.
funny
Yeah,
family
yeah,
movie. That's what I'm saying. We don't
word.
have those.
Okay, that was the last one.
Kill Bill was on there. That was
Kill
one of
Bill
my
too.
favorites.
Damn.
I
Yeah,
love
that
Kill
was
Bill.
great.
Kill Bill was phenomenal.
That was good.
There was a part in that movie, I think, I forgot her name, that she talks about, but she said the director insisted on, like, there's a point where someone spits in her eye.
And Kill Bill?
Yeah, and she said the director insisted on being the one to spit in her eye, and it was real spit.
Quentin?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Quentin does. Hey, he does his thing.
He's different.
He's
different.
He's different. That would be something crazy.
Yeah.
And behind the scenes, crazy. Quentin, you would have been like, "Hey, look,
What?
You would have told Quentin,
Real
"Hey,
spit.
There's
Quentin.
certain things I won't do. I like legit. I'm not.
you
that
on the set of
crazy.
Kill Bill too. You know what it's about to be."
To think
Quentin
that
is
someone
talking
would
to
say-
you right
someone would
here,
say,
right here, Quentin.
I
Listen, Jada,
insist
this
that
is
I be the one to
this is the moment. Like, listen, this is going to be the scene that is going to really kick off this entire film.
And you're going to get an Oscar.
This is Oscar worthy right here because you
Is
about to
there a
turn
number?
up.
Are you taking that loogie to the eye?
Child, no. In my opinion, no. Are you?
I mean, I just
I
feel
don't
like,
know.
I don't know either.
If I signed up for it, if I signed up,
If you signed up, it's just the actual conversation. Like I really.
Yeah.
That's why you
I
gotta
need
be
to
a
do
little
it.
bit crazy.
That's why you gotta be. That's because like Joaquin and not Joaquin. What's my other man who played Batman? What's my man who played Batman?
he's Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
Oh
He
my
lost all that
God.
weight for that role. You
Sure
saw
did.
that? He
Yep.
was damn skin and bone. Like you gotta be willing to go these extra miles.
I
You
mean,
looking at me like, like my goodness, I already said my.
you got to be able to transform.
You gotta transform.
But all the
Transform is
money
fine.
on that set, and they couldn't have something.
It's not authentic.
It's
Quentin wants authenticity.
Now, I want you to feel the shame of me
takes you-
spitting in your eye.
and had to do it multiple
Takes you out of the
times.
scene, take you out of the
Do you
scene.
feel this?
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Bentley.
Yes.
I'm going to redirect this conversation because I don't know why is that a thing? Man, so you go from Hollywood Shuffle, then you go from Martin, you go to Jamie Foxx, And now you are where you are. You have a studio. You're producing and creating all these sitcoms. Tell us about the journey that you go from, Hollywood Shuffle to where you are today as this.
It has been an interesting journey, but not a hard journey. Like I said, it's never been hard. The toughest part was having to unlearn everything that I learned. What I mean by that is they teach you a certain thing in the Hollywood system on how things are done. But when you're doing it independently, you make the rules. You call the shots. Everything is changed. So when I'm explaining to new writers and new producers how it used to be, they're like, yeah, Ben, we don't have to do that no more. We can cut that step out. And they're absolutely right. But it's something that I learned, so I do it a certain way. But I think having to go through financial struggle was the hardest part because, you're living the life in the 90s, right? In the 90s, I think it's safe to say I was bowling. It's nice, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then when the industry,
what was the Martin and Jamie Foxx checks like?
They was nice. They was nice. I mean, if I can, I'll make an NBA player money. Straight up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But then you get to a point to where that slows down because the business is changing. They're getting rid of the UPNs and the WB networks, and the big majors aren't doing black shows anymore. And so you start going, damn, I think it's still an audience for it.
It is.
And so let's still try to make it. And now you're making it, spending that money that you made, and you're watching your money, your checking account dwindle, and you're going, oh, snap, this is crazy. But you have to, now you're in it. You can't turn back and go, you get out into the water and you don't see the shore no more. It's like, do I keep going or do I go back where I know the shore was at? Right? So you're in an abyss. You got to keep going and going until you see that next shore. And that was the hardest part of being in a situation where there's an unknowing. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? So that was the scary part for me, having to go through that. And then being, I guess, having the ingenuity to say, let's build our own platform, our own studio, because what makes me different from Jack Warner Brothers? Nothing. It's just that
you got everything same.
Same thing. Tyler Perry, same thing. It's just like people have to think their way through it and figure out, okay, I can make a living doing it like this because now there's so much distribution out there that content is king. So you just got to keep making content, and owning IP and being able to build that up to where it's worth something really big. When you have a catalog, then you can sell your catalog and get out the game, leave a legacy, or whatever your method is. I don't want to work myself to death. I don't. I'd like to continue to do it, but I don't want to work myself to death. I love traveling. I love that kind of stuff. That's what I like to do. And so for me, that was the hardest part for me. That was the struggle of where you going, damn, okay, so I gotta take a $500,000 loan out of my house so I can get this finance. I mean, literally
that transition going into independent.
Yeah. And then looking up going, damn, I missed that payment. My credit's shot now. And so all that kind of stuff, but those are the risks and the sacrifices that it takes in order to be what I call a boss.
Yeah. Have you seen, they just pulled this up, I don't know about a Jamie Foxx reboot, but I do know they're doing a Martin drama, kind of like a Bel Air.
So that's not exactly true.
Okay. Give it to yeah.
I don't.
What's the truth?
You know,
I don't know about a Jamie Foxx show
Jamie, I
reboot.
don't think.
I haven't even heard if they are doing one. They ain't nobody called me.
They gotta call you first.
But the Martin reboot, the drama that they're talking about, I saw it, the announcement, and so of course I wasn't gonna call him about it, but I did talk to him, and I said, "Hey man, congratulations on it." He's like, "On what?" So I said, I saw the thing. He goes, "Come on, Ben, you've been in this long enough to know how this go." He says, yeah, there is a project and we're trying to sell it, but that's just hype, bro. That's just there's no deals and nothing made.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, and he said, if it was, I think you would have known.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's all rumor right now.
But are you guys considering it? Is that something y'all want to do?
I mean, listen, I'm in the Martin business for life. I mean, he's like literally one of my best friends.
Brothers,
so I mean, whatever if he wants me involved, I'll do it. I don't expect to just get a call because of our history. But if he wants me to do it and be involved in anything, cool, no problem. And it's no offense if he doesn't.
That makes sense. Carl, let me direct over here to you. For you, same question as Bentley, you know, when was that moment for you when you're like, yo, I want to do entertainment. I want to get into this. I want to get involved, showrun, write, act, etc.
Yeah, I mean, it was so weird how it happened. It was during the pandemic, and I was just kind of like, I was doing PR for the Department of Transportation, and I would just be writing on the train every day, and I didn't see it as a job, but Bentley's head writer at the time, you know, I sent like my pilot over to him, and he was like, this is really funny. He's like, the format is horrible. He was like, but it's really funny. So just like come in here, show up every day. So I just showed up in the writer's room every day. I worked for free for like a year.
Nice.
And then, I was just like, oh, this is it. Like, this is it for me.
This is what you want to do.
Yeah.
Is Bentley tough to work for? Is he different?
He's right here.
It's different, but you got to see. It's different because it's different Bentleys. You know what I mean? You got director Bentley when he was going through that. You got working for Bentley. So what? Is it different levels? Tell her, you know, don't worry.
It's just a safe space.
This is a safe space here.
No, he's absolutely amazing. Like he will teach anyone. And he always says the game is to be sold, not to be told. But he will literally teach you everything. And he's so welcoming, and he's just such a great teacher that it's just so dope to be around him because like he wants everyone to win.
Which a lot of people in Hollywood don't. There's a lot of gatekeeping, as they call it these days, where people don't want to tell you how to do what you want to do. Figure it out on your own is what we get a lot of times, you know, especially in our community.
Yes.
And really only a lot in our community.
You saying a whole lot without saying a whole lot.
Yeah, I mean, you know, so thank you for helping.
And a lot of time it's so hard because the money doesn't quite equate. Like in the beginning, you know, you're struggling, but it's like I'll never look back. Like it's the dopest thing I've ever done, and it's like he always motivates people to like keep going because I want to be balling as well.
Jada, what was that movie you saw? That show that you saw that was like I can do that.
That I could do that. I used to act when I was younger, so it was just like one of those things that I always.
Oh,
you've always wanted this.
I've always wanted it. When I was in college, I kind of took a break because I was like an athlete and I was like doing all these other things. Did someone ask?
Oh, sorry.
That wasn't me.
My bad. You were what?
I was an athlete.
You threw off her whole train of thought. That little noise.
No. Okay. What do you mean? What did you do?
I was a gymnast for 8 years. And then, like all throughout everything else, I was a volleyball player. I was in track and field. I was a hip hop dancer. Like
in college.
I'm an athlete.
In college.
She's an athlete.
No. In college, I stopped.
Oh, okay. In high
college,
school,
I took a break from everything.
She looked like an athlete.
Certified hater. I have a certified hater.
Gymnast. Okay.
Yes.
Volleyball. I can see that. I mean, you know. Okay.
And I'm a yoga instructor. Like, I'm an athlete.
That's good.
Whatever.
Okay. I can see it now.
Okay. Anyhow, in college, I just was like thinking about it was like a depressing stage because I didn't know what I wanted to do. And finally, I just realized that I had the most fun when I was like a kid and acting and everything. Nice. And I remember watching a movie. I'm not going to lie. I don't know which one it was. But I remember just thinking like, I want to make people feel like how I feel right now. Whether it's like, you know, like romantic feeling, like the laughing feeling, the crying, like that's what I've always wanted to do.
Nice. Bentley, you have to have a movie in mind that was like, yo, I want to direct, I want to write things like this show, this.
Yeah, movie-wise, one of the funniest movies I've ever seen in my entire life was Blazing Saddles.
Oh, wow.
And that movie...
Gene Wilder, right? No.
No, it was... what's my man's name?
Mel Gibson. That's what I mean.
Not Mel Gibson. Mel Blanc.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
What are you doing?
And Mel Brooks.
Mel Brooks.
You just throwing darts at the wall right now.
No, I couldn't remember the name of
No,
my
because he
man.
did a lot of Gene Wilder movies too.
That's what it
Melanie
was.
Griffith,
Yeah,
yes,
there we go.
okay.
That guy.
That movie was so funny, and I remember how it made me feel watching it. As you were saying, Jada, you got a feeling behind it, and it was just they took a stab at all the stereotypes, and you know, and it was like it's like, hey, we know that there's racism, but look.
Yeah.
We're going to make fun of it.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that they did that. So when I got involved with parody movies like I'ma Get You Sucker, when I was in that movie, I was Keenan's stand-in in that movie.
Oh, okay. I can see
So I
that.
got a chance to watch it from the beginning all the way through, and that's where I met Sean and Marlon when we were all teenagers.
Yeah.
And so it was like, you know, watching those type of outlandish comedies, that's what I said, I got to be involved in that. I got to be doing stuff where a woman takes her whole leg off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's some funny shit to me.
It was. That was crazy.
You know, so that I think for me that was that. And as far as television, what got me was Miami Vice.
Oh,
I loved it. It made Miami so sexy.
Yeah.
And these cats was wearing sports coats with t-shirts on underneath,
Yeah,
driving
with the-
Ferraris. I was
buttons
like,
open. Yeah.
I want that.
Yeah. But it's always been comedy for you for the most part, huh? Have you ever thought about stepping into different realms?
Yeah. I think, you know what? I think I'm somewhat pigeonholed. Everybody wants me to do comedy, and I feel like that's kind of where they've put me. But before long, I will bust out and do something that's going to surprise people. I think it's probably going to be horror. But definitely I want to do drama and horror. I don't know how to do action adventure. I don't know how to write that.
Yeah.
But I think, I definitely want to do something outside the box. I got a couple of dramas that I think would work. And I think because I look at everything and see funny in it, everything from death to everything else, there's always some comedy in there, right? I feel like having that perspective on everything, I can look at it and go, oh, I can write that drama. I'll just move that comedy out of the way and just do this. So I really feel like I'm equipped for it, and within the next 2 or 3 years, I think you'll see an effort from me.
Oh yeah, soon.
But
Yeah.
you did Thin Line though.
Yeah, I mean, well, Thin Line was
That's true.
Yeah,
It's like a thriller. It's like a thriller.
it was a thriller.
Comedy
but
thriller.
It didn't start out that way though.
Oh,
See, it
sure.
started out as we were doing it as a straight spoof comedy, like trying to do, spoof Fatal Attraction.
Oh, okay.
It was like Fatal Attraction, but how would a black woman act?
Yeah.
That's how it started.
Yeah.
And then it turned into what it turned into when Lynn Whitfield came in and auditioned.
She changed the whole dynamic.
Changed the whole dynamic. We wrote that film, you wouldn't even believe it. We wrote that film for Jada Pinkett to be the,
I can't even see it now after because
Yeah.
she was like, that's her.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but see, Jada was hot. Jason's lyric was hot. And she was that young it girl at that time. And so Martin was like, yo, let's do this and let's put Jada in there. But the studios was like, let's see some other actresses too. Let's just not settle on Jada. And when Lynn came in there and auditioned, it was like, rewrite.
Damn.
And this thing turned into a whole
It
different
turned
thing.
serious now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She came in there and made it serious.
Yeah.
That energy that she brings is it's a lot of dramatic
Yeah.
to what she brings.
That's a compliment in itself.
Yeah.
Like just
Yes.
to come in and like rule
We changing the
everything.
whole
And
script.
changed the whole dynamic. Yeah.
Wow.
You posted something on your Instagram recently about how you don't like, and you reposted it too. Created by. Was that it?
I saw that.
Created
For when
by.
writers when they put on the script, created by. It's kind of a novice thing.
I want to know why you feel that way, and then are there other things that you don't like, or people you feel up and coming writers, actor, whatever shouldn't be doing?
Yeah.
Give it to us.
It's a whole bunch.
Tell us stuff you hate.
Well, first of all, it's like if somebody comes up and hands you a script and it says created by, I understand what they're doing. They don't want to lose that. They want to always be attached to the script. But that's not the way you do that. You go get the IP registered and copy, through the copyright office. Now you own the IP. You don't have to tell anybody that you created it. Who cares?
Yeah.
What you do is you put written by, because then if I see created by, I know right away, oh, this person doesn't know what they're doing. They're pretty much just taking a guess at something, and it's going to be a turn off. So I'm just going to go, I don't think I want to read this because they're trying to self-serve themselves. And then also when you read a script, if you're reading, first of all, I'm going to read the first 5 to 7 pages of a script, and if it ain't got me, I'm putting it down. Right? But when you're reading it, you know if somebody's a novice or not just by their stage directions. If they're overwriting their stage directions, like trying to sing a song, trying to sell you on their stage directions, they've gone too far.
Overly descriptive.
It's overly descriptive.
Yeah.
We don't need it because what's going to happen is if that script sells, then your director of photography is going to come in and do a whole new draft that puts in all of his notes where you got a drone shot and you have all these. Don't do that in your script. Don't put in drone shot comes over the house. And now you're doing too much. And anybody that's reading it can tell, oh, this person's just living a fantasy in this storytelling. They don't really know how to write a script.
All right.
When you're writing a script, you want to be as direct as possible, as concise as possible. You may want to have a little bit of your style on there so they can tell that you are a poet, if that's what you want to call yourself in your writing. But don't overly do it. Keep these stage directions straight to the point. Dialogue should not be, that thick in a movie script. Because people don't talk like that in person. When they're having a conversation, you get a turn, I get a turn. You get a turn, I get a turn. We get a turn. It's never going to be you doing these long soliloquies and then, okay, you go. That's not natural. It's got to be something that's straight point, to the point. That's what keeps a moviegoer interested. TV's a little different, but movies, you got to be pop, 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 pop. You know what I mean? So those are some of the things that just irk the shit out of me.
How did you get to, when did you know that you were at the point where were going to bring in, have a writer's room and bring in writers like Cody?
I started out behind the scenes in the Martin show writer's room. And so that's where I learned everything. With probably in 6 months, I saw the whole thing. I literally saw the entire thing. I said, oh, got it. Literally, my first 6 months, I was like,
I got setup.
Peeped the whole thing. Oh, he's in charge. Okay, watch this. And just, I saw the whole thing. So then when I started putting my own writers' rooms together after the Jamie Foxx show, I had to put the writers' room together for that. But then doing it independently, what I decided to do was not go with the traditional writers that were in Hollywood because they were jaded, meaning that they're going to want a certain amount of money, and they wanted a certain way from WGA. Yeah, and I'm going, I can't afford to do that, so I got to go make me some writers. I got to go get my friends that I thought were funny, or how I hooked up with CT, and said, "Yo, he's funny. If he can write some scripts, I can bring him in this room." And then I started seeing all these comedians and social media experts that were funny, and I'm going, see, these are the people I want to work with. I don't want to work with those old antiquated writers that are doing things a certain way and they're old and they're what are we having for lunch today? Nah, man. I like hanging with young, youthful minds that are funny.
It's the energy.
It's the energy, man. And so that's, for me, putting together writers' rooms, I'm always trying to find people to come in the room. Cody comes in the room. I recognize right away she has a story to tell. She's funny. You know what I'm saying? But she's not marketing herself as some funny person. Yeah. She has a very funny point of view. You know what I mean? And her writing is getting better and better and better as she goes because she's reading more. She sits down and reads scripts. Sometimes I'll get a script and I'll say, I'll read it on Saturday. She'll go, you're not going to read that on Saturday. So I'll
read it for you.
Well, she will do that, but also she'll say, no, let's read it together. So we'll sit down in my office, and some days are just nothing but reading scripts. We'll read it on the TV screen and go through the entire script. So then I don't have to say, what you think? I already know what she thought because we were going through it together and taking notes and stuff like that. So it's a real relieving thing to have somebody go through that with you and taking notes for you, because I hate I hate reading scripts.
You over it now.
I hate reading scripts.
Do you think most people do in your position? Most people behind the scenes, they don't want to read them. They want to just give them somebody. Tell me what you think.
It becomes
Should we do it?
tedious.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
Because he gets so many scripts submitted to him. It's really frustrating. But at the same time, he... no. One of the things I wanted to say is like act breaks. We're always looking for act breaks. And so a lot of times when a script is missing an act break, it's like, okay, they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
You got to explain to people what that is. We don't. The common folk don't know.
Well, the easiest way to explain it is when you're watching a TV show and you go to commercial break. Pretty much that's your act break. And the reason that it's built like that is because you have to build up to a certain point.
So a cliffhanger moment
to get them to come back after the commercial, especially nowadays. People be like this.
Yeah, for
turn.
Sure. Yeah.
So you want them to feel connected to the story. So you got to take them up to a climactic point, and then you don't let them get it all out. You just let them, and then you go, now let's bring them back after 2 minutes of commercials.
Yeah.
And then bring them back. Streaming, of course, has alleviated all that, but it still has to follow that same format. You have to take them to a point, and then take them across and take them to another point, and then resolve it in the end. And so when you don't see those in the scripts, you're going, I remember clearly having a conversation with Jamie Foxx, and I said, "Where's the act break?" He said, "We don't need no act break."
Yeah.
And I was like this. See, that's why you're the performer. Right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta have an act break, bro.
You need it.
Yeah, people don't realize that like storytelling is a science. And
It is.
so like there's literally like this format that you follow and it makes sense. And so learning that in the room with him was very important because like, yeah, you can be funny or you think you have some like story that you need to tell, but there's a way to tell it that grabs the audience. And that's really important. One of the other things I just think you should mention because it's great is writers room etiquette. Because I know we've been struggling with that lately, but like there is a hierarchy in the room that should be respected. Yeah,
I mean, look, it's like, listen, in any organization, you have to have a leader, right?
Yeah.
You can't do it without one person being the leader, or if it's two people as a partnership, they make the decisions together. But for the most part, I look at being a showrunner in the writer's room as being the head coach. The Phil Jackson.
Yeah.
I don't have to be the best at playing, but I have to be able to recognize when it's time to go to Jordan or when it's time to go to Kobe, when it's time to go to Pippen. I gotta know what's happening. Okay, this person's burning out.
How to move the pieces.
Gotta know how to move the pieces. And so in that room, there's a certain level of respect that everybody has to have for each other. So like when you walk into the writer's room, there's no assigned seats, but everybody sits in the same seats every day because it's just a normal thing. We just started something recently in the writer's room where I'm like, okay, guys, you guys got to take this serious. So anybody who walks in here late has to put $5 in the jar, and the jar is starting to fill up.
Okay, what were we doing with the change?
I don't know yet. See, that's the thing. I don't know what we're going to do. Maybe at the end, everybody just go to a real nice dinner at a real high-end restaurant or something if there's enough money there.
Damn, they going to be late like that?
Hey, yo. I mean, some people come in, I don't get no pass, though. I'm like, nah, you don't get no pass. Even my own daughter, I'm like this, hold on, you ain't getting no pass. So I think, there's just a certain level that you have to be on in the writer's room. You cannot, it's so rude to take a phone call in the writer's room when we're all trying to come up with something. If your phone rings, it's okay, just step out. I'm not gonna stop anybody from stepping out to take a call, but don't answer it in the room. Yeah, man, hold on a second. What's up, boy? Yeah, I'm in this room.
Yeah.
Come on, don't do that.
That is crazy.
But I've seen it happen.
It
happens. So it's like, don't step on somebody if they're trying to sell me on a scenario that's going into a script. Don't cut them off. Let them get it out, and then feed off of what they're feeding off of to make the joke better or the scenario better. But don't cut each other off, and it's just being respectful of each other's stuff. And
just etiquette, respect.
Etiquette. You should be able to leave your stuff there and walk out the room for an hour, and nobody's gonna touch your stuff. And it's just those types of things that you have to have in that writer's room in order for everybody to get along. Because this now becomes your family. You spend more time in the writer's room than you do at your own house. Yeah. So you got to be real vigilant in how you get things done in that writer's room environment. So it's a lot that goes into it.
Cody, with you going into the writer's room, of course, there's probably nerves. I'm gonna assume. How do you demand your respect as an up-and-coming writer in a room full of individuals who's probably been doing it a little bit longer or more experienced?
That's a great question. And a lot of the things I just want to say, too, that I messed up on. Like, I took a FaceTime call in the room with Kel.
You're like, he's talking about me when he was talking about you when he said that.
And I was like, look, it's Kel. Kel, look. And it was very embarrassing, but he was very cool about it.
I remember that.
Yeah. That was embarrassing looking back. Yeah. I'm an overachiever, so like if the outline's supposed to be 10 pages, I'm gonna come in with 15. So I'm always gonna try to do more to make sure that like I do get that respect, and I'm always working harder, so I'm not gonna come in at the level that he's expecting. I'm always gonna try to do more than that, just to show that like I'm, willing and excited to learn and be there and stuff like that, and always just doing research, reading other scripts, reading books about how to write, character building, all of that stuff. It's just very important doing the research outside of the room to make sure that when you're in the room, you're ready to be there.
Have you ever had to cut into somebody who you feel just wasn't performing, that you feel like, hey, look, this isn't funny. You're not on time. You've been on time, that kind of thing. Have you ever, I know Bentley, I'm sure you have. Oh, of course.
Yeah, he's the one in charge in the room, so I would never do anything like that. But like when I was running my show on Amazon Prime called BFFs, when I was running that room, I hired a bunch of comedians to be the writers. Some of them knew how to write, and some of them just learned how to write there on the show, and they did really well. So for me, it's like I think comedians are super, super talented. If a lot of them would just learn how to write, they would kill the game.
I believe that as well.
I always say the same thing, like comedians are for me, make the best actors, and the best writers. They're already storytellers. So they make the best writers and actors for me, for what I've seen from the ones that I know personally.
I say that too, and they ad lib. I mean, they just bring
Their
it.
improv is just
and even with drama, you're like so shocked because they get pigeonholed a lot into comedy. But like with drama, I mean, look at Marlon.
Comedians transition to drama so well.
Tom Hanks.
Wait, Tom Hanks was a comedian.
What?
Big.
Yeah.
I love Big.
Comedians transition to drama so well.
I didn't know he did.
Tom Hanks, he was a stand-up comedian.
I don't remember that.
And then he got Bosom Buddies, the TV series, a sitcom where they were in drag. And then from there, he just started blowing up, doing movies, he
did comedy
Big,
and then just started going into the dramas. And look, I mean,
cracking.
I mean, that's what happens. Jim Carrey, Robin Williams. The list goes on and on and on. Marlon's great at that. He's figured it out.
Yeah.
I love seeing comedians go to like drama, and then like you see how they speak in their like day to day, and it's like, wow. You can really like hit all the boxes.
Oh yeah.
How do you break down your scripts when you get them? What's your process normally?
My process is honestly, I have to look at all the characters in one because I need to see their relationships first. Because if there's like the main thing that I succeed at is chemistry reads. It's so important to like actually be able to connect with someone, and especially if I have like a mom, a best friend, an enemy, like I want to like see the relationships with those. So I have to read it first to see if I understand it, one. And then I look at the relationships, and then I kind of see if my character has like an arc, like where the climax is, like where they're learning their lesson. And that's how I break down my script.
Okay.
Have you ever had to do like, because I could never be in front of the camera. It makes me nauseous. Like right now, I'm sweating so
what?
hard.
This is so easy.
Oh my god!
Just sitting there talking.
I'm gonna get up and there's gonna be my.
They're gonna write you into a show.
Right.
They're gonna write you into a cameo into the next.
But like as an actress, I can't imagine having like a sexy like choreographed scene in front of all these people. Like how do you? If you've had to do that before, how do you handle that?
It's almost like a disconnect. That's the psychotic like era. Like I really have to disconnect myself and realize also that we're all human. So it's kind of like if KP was around and I have to be like completely naked or something. I'm just like, he's seen a body before. Like I have to have that in mind. Like just this is work at the end of the day. So just being as my character, that's another thing I try to do. It doesn't work all the time, but I'm like, you're not even Jada right now. Like this is not even the moment.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
Because you're not. You're playing a role. You're playing a character.
You have to step
We
into
have to
that.
explain
and I
that
saw
to
Taraji say that
people
too.
often.
Yeah.
You have to
sometimes,
step out of body. And
This
do
isn't
something.
you. You are someone else. Well, you are not this person.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't do it like that. Well,
Yeah.
we ain't talking about you.
We're not talking about you.
No, to your point, we had, I can't remember what show it was, but yeah, we had a talent who was like, but I wouldn't wear this. And we're like, yeah, but you're not playing you. You're playing a character. Like,
Yeah.
shut up
That's
and
like
put
a
it on.
sensitivity that's like, it shouldn't be allowed in the room, you know? You have to come to terms with yourself. Taraji, she said she literally looked in the mirror, accepted her for what she was, went out and did her business, like, as a professional.
You guys do it.
Got to.
So the film that you recently just had a film in festivals, correct?
Me? Not
Yeah.
in festivals yet, but it's on the way.
Okay, the film. What's it called again? Remind me.
Cotton Candy Bubblegum.
Cotton candy
love that.
bubble.
What is your role? What is your character? What is how was it preparing for that?
My character is supporting, and basically it's a comedy, so I'm the character that brings everyone home, basically, because everyone else is like pretty wild and chaotic and like not knowing where to go, and I'm the one that just like bring us all back to the reality. So it's like we have the comedic characters around, and I'm the one that just like make sure we're all set.
You're the
in our
grounded
realism.
one.
I'm the grounding
Nice.
one.
Okay.
That takes us back home.
Nice. Bentley, I want to know Dreamcast. Okay, I put some names on this list.
We're in the Dreamcast.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I saw
This list was
so
crazy. When I
excited.
looked at this list, I said,
But
"Oh,
and
how
it
do
doesn't
we
have to
do
be from
this?"
this list. I was throwing people on here. Black 5.
5.
Your show. What kind of show? The genre of it. I'm going to assume it's going to be a comedy. And what characters you will start with? You will pick the characters, not the actor.
The character.
The character.
Oh, okay. Okay, I like
And
that.
y'all think about it too, because we coming around here.
character.
And if it
It's a
can't do
dope
5,
question, by the way.
I'm gonna do it from the list. I'm gonna try to stick to the list. 'Cause I think it's unfair if I try to go
Okay.
off the list. So let's just go with the list. I'm probably gonna say, give me a second here. I'll probably say,
it's tough.
always love Pops from Wayans Brothers.
Okay. He was Pops in everything.
Can't
you
go
know.
wrong with
You
Pops.
could have
Rest
put
in
Pops
peace.
in everything.
Rest in peace.
He was Pops in
So
Boomerang.
He's
He
Pops
sure
in everybody's
was.
show.
Bang, 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 bang.
He's in there.
He always.
I'm going definitely with Martin Payne.
Okay, I think okay.
Because
That.
Martin Payne is my definitely top 5 of all sitcom
Absolutely.
characters of all time.
For sure.
Definitely.
Yep.
For me.
Okay.
For a lot of folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I'm probably gonna go. How many do I get? 5?
5.
So I got Spoon, I got Marty Marr, I got
It's tough.
ooh shit, that is tough, man.
How many did you choose? 3?
Maybe no, I'm not gonna go
put
with
down 3.
that. I'd probably go with Bernie Mac.
Okay. Ooh,
Bernie Mac show.
and Martin and Pops. Okay.
Yep. I'm probably gonna go. I'm trying to find.
Come on, Bentley, pick some ladies.
That's why. There's not a lot here.
Not a lot.
There's not a lot here.
There's not enough on there. We got to add something.
I mean,
but I definitely was gonna start with that.
I don't see. I definitely would use Gina from Martin.
Okay.
Because Tisha could go when she was doing that.
Okay.
And maybe Claire Huxtable. She brings a little class.
Yeah.
I could see her playing
What would
Martin's
she
mother
be?
or something.
Okay.
Martin Payne's mother or something like
Alright.
that. So from what I see on the list, that's my top 5.
Okay. Martin, Pops, Gina,
Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac, and Felicia
Claire
Rashad. The Huxtable.
I can make something great out of that.
That would be hilarious.
Can't go wrong with that.
That would be hilarious. Jay, you got something?
Yeah.
Well, give me your 5.
I think I would have to choose Will Smith. I love that he's number 1, by the way. I know this is out of order, but Will Smith.
Is that
He's a
Will
stand.
Smith or Fresh Prince?
Well, Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince.
He's always number 1 in mine.
I'm just thinking Will Smith in general because at his age right now. right?
No, Fresh Prince was.
Fresh
No,
Prince.
see, you guys,
It's
you
the character.
cheating.
It's the character. The character Fresh Prince. The character Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince. Issa Rae.
Okay.
I want to choose her. Jeffrey.
Okay.
Yes.
Slept on. Jeffrey be slept on.
Jeffrey's funny.
Yeah, I want to choose him. I feel like that would be hilarious. I want to choose Lakeith. He's not on here.
Okay.
But I want to choose Lakeith
He's
because
great.
he's like, yeah.
From Atlanta?
More.
Him from
Yes.
Atlanta?
No.
He was great.
You can't
in
just pick
Atlanta.
Lakeith just to be picking Lakeith.
Because he has a certain character himself. Like, it's very monotone.
No, you gotta
very
pick.
funny.
Well, you gotta pick
picking
Lakeith from
characters.
Atlanta.
You're trying to break the rules of
Yeah.
Okay,
She's
we're
a
picking
rule
characters from a show.
You can pick Lakeith
From a
from
show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can pick Lakeith from
Fine,
Atlanta.
it's fine. Lakeith from Atlanta.
He was
That's
funny in that.
fine. How many do I have?
One more.
One more? Regina Hall.
Yeah.
What show?
From-
I'm trying to think
uh,
from Scary Movie. I'm going to do that one.
That wasn't
Her
a
little outrageous
show.
self.
Okay, we'll give you
Because
that.
her and
Just-
Issa clashing.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll let you have that, even
I
though
think I
that
would
wasn't a
do that.
show. What you got, Kay? See,
No, wait. Oh my God.
KC.
I meant to say C.
He
That's
said
my
cat
nickname.
C. I'm
Kay.
okay with it.
Cotty.
So okay, off the list, I'm gonna go with Shanae.
Okay.
Ooh.
No, and I need to give you guys my concept because it's starring Shanae. Shanae has just won the lottery.
Oh, you owned it.
Oh, you had this figured out.
She did this last night. I should have did that. Great.
She's
Yes,
pitching-
that was
she's pitching a new
perfect.
show.
That's a good one. Keep it going. I like this.
So she just won the lottery. She's moved into Beverly Hills or wherever the rich people are staying. She's hired Jeffrey the butler
Okay.
to be her butler. Her neighbor is Pops.
Okay.
Wait, how many is that?
Three.
Is it
Give me two more.
I gotta have a Wayans in there, but not on this list. I want to go with Damon Wayans Jr. because I feel like he's super underrated.
Definitely underrated.
What show?
Ooh.
He was on New Girl actually,
so
and
Coach-
So
then
you want the new girl?
Coach on New Girl.
But then he got Happy Endings, and then he came back
he
to New
came
Girl.
back,
That's why his
yep.
role was so
Okay.
small.
Yeah.
Wait, is that four?
Damn near the same character.
It was.
I had one more. Oh, the dad from Blackish.
Andre.
Lawrence, I mean,
Lawrence Fishburne?
Lawrence Fishburne. Yeah, I
Grant
mean,
Pops. Okay, Grant
I thought
Pops.
you were talking about
he's
Anthony.
hilarious. No, not him. I mean, he's dope, but yeah, no. Lawrence Fishburne is his comedy. I didn't see that
After
coming.
this, I want to know how that plays out. Because who does everybody play in this story? Now that I
Yeah,
think about it.
I think they're in a gated community,
That's
but
solid. B, what you got?
I'm going to go. Who's not on here? Tracy Ellis Ross.
Okay.
I'm trying to decide if I want Blackish or Girlfriends. I think I'm gonna go with Girlfriends. Tracy Ellis Ross.
Okay.
Claire Huxtable, because she's just the greatest mom. We needed someone grounded in this crazy wackiness. I'm gonna go with Jamie Foxx because you said he's the most talented
oh yeah.
Yeah.
person that you know. So I have
Indeed.
Tracy, Claire, Jamie. I will. This is where it gets tough. I'm gonna go Will Smith,
That's right. That's right.
and I need somebody just like bruh man. I need somebody. I need to balance it out with somebody goofy and silly.
I would have loved to have seen Brumman do more stuff, okay?
Yeah.
Him and Tracy Morgan's character, they needed something more.
Yeah.
Okay? Jeez, they
Yeah.
needed more. Mine easy, okay? Real easy. I'll take this. Look, I just want to see all the greats in one thing, okay? Give me Will. It was up there. I just needed it, okay? Will, Jamie, Martin. Y'all sleeping on Captain Ray Holt in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He was hilarious. I want them together. And Marlon.
Who's the star? Who's the star of that movie?
That show
Ensemble.
that would be a dream.
But who's the lead?
They all have to
That's
be.
too
You think
It's an ensemble?
You think the ego be too crazy?
Yeah.
No.
That's a big ego list right there.
Oh, they did
Will
it in life.
Smith?
They did it with life.
He don't have an ego though.
What?
Will Smith doesn't have an ego.
smacked
If
the
you
nigga
walk
on
up
the
and
stage.
slap the shit out of somebody on stage, I think you got a very big ego.
On the biggest stage in Hollywood that there is.
On the biggest night of your career?
Right.
Oh, there's an ego.
Oh no. Okay. Well.
He's so competitive. Like, what do you mean?
yeah. He's gonna make everybody be better.
Be better.
Oh, well, no
better.
question about that. He's going to want you
Yeah.
to bring your excellence.
Absolutely.
There's
And,
no-
and Martin will bring it. Fox will bring it because they've already, you know what I mean. And Marlon's gonna feel like, okay, let me step up.
You don't think that'll clash at all?
No. 10 seasons.
Wait, are they like
10 seasons.
10 seasons.
Great.
Are
lit.
this like back in time? So
Yeah.
it's just like well then Fresh Prince, I don't know how big his ego was, at least when the show, I mean, I know
You're
it's
a
big, but I know-
rapper, the first rapper to win a Grammy. Your ego's got to be.
And not only
Not as big as it is
And
now,
get his own
though.
TV show.
Whatever he said
Yeah.
went. So
I take it back.
Yeah. Marlon back then, no ego. Fresh Prince, yeah. Foxx was cool back then too. He was throwing party, was great. Martin was chill. No ego Martin back then. This is great.
Not gonna say that. Not gonna say any of
You
that.
with
throw
Tisha
parties,
Campbell.
you don't have any.
Well, that's no man.
Like I said, if you're the lead of a sitcom, you got ego.
Yeah.
Straight up. There's no way you can't.
You dealt with it.
And you're slightly crazy, as we
You
said.
can't not have an ego if you're the lead on a
Okay, before
sitcom.
I get out of here, have you ever clashed with talent before?
Of course.
I'm on the set. Like, look, like
Let's
really.
get a story. What's
Please,
one of
give
the,
me
one.
what's some of the stories of set that you've had working with talent? It was like,
No,
okay,
I mean
this is-
it's too many. It's too many to even get into because if you're the showrunner and they don't like what you're putting in front of them on paper, they gonna clash.
and then how do you deal with that?
Yo,
Motherfucker, you got to do what I say. or it's gonna be-
no,
okay.
you try to just go. All right, well, what's your problem with the script? Well, I don't think. Okay, I'll give you a perfect example.
There we go. I got a story.
There we go.
So I wasn't really familiar with the whole Caribbean lifestyle, right?
Okay.
So we wrote this role on the Jamie Foxx show where Garcelle's character played Fancy. She was gonna be, she was supposed to be this subservient.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
remember that
yep,
one, Coco, the
yep,
subservient
yep.
person, and we wrote her as Coco, the Jamaican, like she was.
Yep.
Gonna, and she got the script and said, "I take offense to this because I'm Haitian." I knew, but I didn't.
You don't know what-
I don't
yeah,
know.
you don't
I
know.
don't know what that
Haitians wouldn't
means.
do this.
Okay, well then you can do the accent easier then, because you know how to get to it. So she was like, "I don't want to do this." She's throwing all these notes around at me and telling me what she's not gonna do. And so we're talking about egos. I guess I got one too.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Oh no, we not changing nothing. This is what it's gonna be." And so she was like, okay. So the next day, we're having the table read. She don't show up. So we're all at the table, and Jamie's sitting there, and everybody. And Jamie's like, "Yo, where's Garcelle at?" I said, "I don't know, but let's get her on the phone." Now this is in front of the network people, everybody. We're in there. We push the button, and she answers the phone. I said, "Garcelle, where are you?" She says, I'm at home. I'm not coming in today." I said, "Well, that's a problem for me." And then all of a sudden, Jamie chimes in and says, "It's a problem for me too." So she says, we can talk about this at another time. So Jamie says, "Let's just go ahead and rehearse it, and we'll just use a stand-in." So I said, "Garcelle, you should probably come up to the studio. Or if you don't come up to the studio, we'll just have to figure out a way to either write the character out, and then we'll just take it from there for the rest of the episodes for the season."
Damn.
So she shows up to the set the next day, and of course I didn't want to put her on the spot.
Yeah.
Jamie was like, "Nah, Ben, tell her ass." So me, her, and Jamie went to his dressing room, and I broke it down to her. I said, "Look, if you have a problem, that's not the way to deal with the problem.
Yeah.
Just come to me in private and say, look, I think if we did this, can you make it a Haitian character? But now that you've tested my ego, now it's on and popping." So she was like, "Well, I don't know how to do a Jamaican accent." I was like this, "Then do a Haitian accent. Doesn't matter. Nobody's gonna know but you."
And nobody gonna care like that. We're not gonna trip.
And so she
She
was
said that nice like that too.
Yeah, well, she felt like she was fearful because she didn't want to look bad doing it to her folks.
Absolutely.
So
And
the
to the
culture,
Jamaican
the Haitian
culture.
culture.
Yeah, all of them. So I respected it, but I was like, "But you don't put me on front like that.
No.
Don't do that." And so I said, "So the thing is, if you don't want to do the role, let us know right now. We'll rewrite the script. We'll just shut down for the week, and you'll just be out for the rest of the season." And tears, the whole 9 yards, all of that. And Jamie was like, "Hey, look, you can't do that. That ain't the way you handle things." And so she understood it. And you said you saw the episode, so
Oh, yeah.
it was funny.
It was funny.
She did
Hindsight.
it effortlessly.
Yeah,
You know what I
absolutely.
mean? But it was like she had to prove a point, and I had to prove a point too. And by then we were in like the 4th or 5th season.
I was about to say it was later on. So then, of course, if it was earlier on, it wouldn't have been an issue. But later on, show a hit, it's a success now. Feeling itself, she was an icon at the time.
There's always a certain way to handle it.
Always, and it's all about having a conversation. I mean, Martin, would get me every now and then. Martin's a stickler for time, right? I'll just give you an example. Last night, I told him I'd be at his house at 7:00, and I got there at about 7:10, and he was like, "Yo, man, you said you was gonna be here at 7." And I should have known. But what I was doing was I was looking at Waze or map.
Whatever, And
I knew we were going to dinner, so it showed that we were going to get there like 20 minutes. So we'd be there 30 minutes early. So I said, well, I just adjusted for the time. But he was like, nah, bitch, that ain't how we get down. And I know this about him because he's very disciplined. If you say something, he's going to take it to heart. Whatever you say, be careful saying that. You got to keep your word. And so I should have known better, but we wasn't at work. We ain't working. We going to eat dinner, so I didn't think it mattered. But I know that about him, and I think that's why he's successful, because he takes things very seriously and gets it done. He's never going to show up late. He's never going to talk about somebody in a negative light. There's certain things. So when you're dealing with certain people, you got to know how to, what their get down is. And his was that. So, during the show, I might have showed up late, but hey, I was running the room. Hey, it don't matter, right? But he was like, nah. So, we would have those kind of things, those kind of disagreements. But I think it was just him preparing me for what was to come in my career, to just really, Bench, you gotta take that on. You gotta take that serious,
especially when you're black. We gotta be.
Timeliness is key.
We ain't damn near perfect. Okay. Listen, thank y'all so much for coming.
Awesome.
Okay?
I had fun.
Had a great time. A lot of knowledge, a lot of good times going. Please tell us what's coming up next, where everybody can find you, Jada. Kick it off.
Everybody can find me.
Where they can find you. Yep. IG, social, whatever you got.
Okay, my socials @_JadaPaige on IG.
Okay, and the movie. Cotton Candy,
but I don't know what they're doing yet.
Okay.
Cotton Candy Bubblegum should be somewhere soon.
And the Dairy Queen commercial's out too.
You'll see that automatically.
On Instagram @this_Caridad_Polee.
Oh yeah, we gotta put that.
Tell them how to spell it.
Yeah.
We'll put it on.
We're gonna put it on the screen. Yeah, we're gonna put that.
Don't worry about it. It'll be on the screen.
We're working on Mind Your Business season 2. We're in the writer's room. My movie will be coming out. Do You See Her? At the end of this year, and then we're gonna shoot another movie this year.
Nice. Bentley, sir, please give it to us.
I'm just at Bentley Evans on everything, on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, I don't think I have a
TikTok.
I don't have a TikTok.
But you have YouTube. It's at Bentertainment.
Oh yeah, Bentertainment on YouTube.
Oh, nice.
Patreon.
So
you do have Patreon.
What's that under on Patreon?
Bentley Kyle Evans.
Under Bentley Kyle Evans on Patreon. So really trying to get my brand out there a little bit more. And then look out for Mind Your Business season 2. We just premiered the finale episode of season 1, and a new series that we also created called Highly Favored. That will be coming out on the Impact Network.
Nice.
A newer network starring Michael Collier and a lot of other fan favorites that we all know. So
yeah, I know Michael. Yeah, he was one of the first things I worked on when I came out here. That was dope. B, as usual, we out here.
I am B more on everything. Had a great time with you guys. Thanks for coming.
Thank you all so much, ladies and gentlemen. Movies and Models. Y'all already know. Thank y'all for watching. Subscribe. Leave some comments and all that.
And all that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.